Hey everybody, welcome to Mammoth Interactive's YouTube channel. First of all, I want to thank you for watching this video. And remember that this channel doesn't do Patreon. Instead, we sell our digital courses down below. And every single dollar that we get from the products you buy below goes into making more content. The best way to help out this channel and Mammoth Interactive is to subscribe to Mammoth Interactive's huge library of content. Get thousands of hours and hundreds of courses for a low price down below. We have a monthly option and a yearly option. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the video.
Hey everybody, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add in post-processing effects. So first of all, we need to add in a post-processing effect here. And what it really is it's a volume. So we need to head over to the Volumes tab here, and you can just type in post-processing volume. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually make several of these to start, and then I'm going to show you something cool. So basically what I would really like to do is kind of have maybe 4 of these here, and I'm just scaling this up so that basically you can see how it works here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just talk about the basics of this. Post-processing is an entire course within itself, but nevertheless, if you click on the post-processing volume, you can see that there's all these different options here. It's very cool, and it does make your game look a lot better. So if you're releasing a game without a post-processing volume, you're doing it wrong. So let's take a look here at what do we need here? We need the saturation here, and what that means is the global. Here we go. So we need to go into global, and you need to click saturation. So if you don't know what saturation is basically it's white versus dark here. But let's just go into tint and temperature here, and I'm just going to turn the tint here, and you're going to see what happens. So right now you have to walk into this volume to make it do anything, and then look at that. When you enter this volume, it's blue, and when you're out of it, it's basically nothing there. So as you can see, that works out pretty well. So what I want to show you is if we want to, we can copy this, change the color of it, copy this, change the color of it, and then copy this again, and then change the color of it. Okay. Now you'll also notice the difference between warm. So for example, if I click on my character here, you can see that the warmness of this character or of this post-processing volume gives a much more transparent look. And then if I take the temperature down to, let's see, to 0 or 1500, which is as low as it can go, and then I click it again, you'll see that it's much more pronounced. Okay, so nevertheless, I just keep the warmth in the middle. All right, and then so if we run this here, you can see that that looks here. And then when we move out of it and move into a different one, you can see that it changes here. And then we move into a different one, and then yet we move into a further one here. So there you go. You can see that all these post-processing volumes just look different. Now, of course, I just changed the color in all of these, but what I did not do is make it so that the post-processing volume covers the entire game. So generally, if you're making a post-processing volume for a level or a game or something to that effect, what you'll notice is that it's all throughout the level. Well, how do you do that? Well, it's actually one very easy thing. It's at the bottom here, and it says infinite extent or unbound. I always forget what that means, but if you click on this, guess what? It goes through the entire level now. So as you can see, no matter where I stand, I don't have to enter that box anymore. But what I do, it just basically works out for the entire level. And here you can actually take a look at some of the different effects here. So if I were to go back to that color grading here and the white balance, right, and we can change, the temperature, right, and you can change the tint here. You can see that there's a different look here, and there you go. All right, and you can pretty much change whatever you want here. We can add in contrast, and there's a lot of different options here. Now, you'll notice that if you look at these options here, midtones and highlights, that sounds like photography terms. And guess what? It actually is photography terms. And why that's so important is that, oftentimes if you're working with something in a game engine, it takes something from somewhere else. In this case, it's photography. So if you really are interested in learning the theory of this, I would recommend learning some shading of photography. So maybe watch some Lightroom tutorials. That would be the best possible thing for you. So as you can see, there's a ton of different options here, and you can play around with them as you want. All right, so that concludes this video. Thanks for watching this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe. As of now, this channel is not yet monetized, so if you could just like and subscribe, it would really help me out, because we are so close to being monetized, and it would help us out a lot to get monetized, to make these tutorials as well. And if you really like this channel, you can buy our digital products down below. We don't do a Patreon, instead we sell our digital products down below. The more money we get for the content that you buy below, the more content on this channel we can make. In addition to that, if you really like this channel and you really like my company, Mammoth Interactive, you can subscribe to Mammoth Interactive's huge library of content. We release 20 to 60 hours of fresh new content per month, and that's every month. We have a monthly and yearly options. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.